so I just want to jump right into it. So let's go, go, go. Let's go, go, go. Do let me know if music is loud, quiet, if I'm loud or quiet, etc., etc. Want this to be an enjoyable listening experience or watching experience. Just a good experience. How about that? Hey, good morning. Hello. I made sure not to stay up late. uh, I went to bed at a reasonable hour this time. I'm doing vampire things, yes. I wanted to fix up this painting because I liked this, like, really rough underpainting. And I kind of want to capture some of this texture, but just less chaotic. Just more controlled, less chaotic. And befittingly, we're playing the vampire soundtrack. So I'm hoping that will serve as good listening that will not get flagged. We shall see. It's one I've wanted to play for a very long time, but I just never seem to get my hands on it. Which is crazy considering how old of a game it is. It just hasn't ended up in my library yet. So, but one day. Perhaps sooner rather than later. It goes on sale with relative frequency. Not this too. Let's make the density of the paint much thicker so that I can... Yeah. There we go. Because now we're getting some of that color. Make this look a little more structured. Oh gosh. Well, that's a good thing. I hope it's a good thing. It seems like a good thing. Oh, well, I shall do as the bot says. Nunsploitation. Maybe that can be a joint homework assignment. Unrelated. Oh, come on. Jeez. Saving caused my whole setup to freeze for a second there. Oh no! What's happening? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh my god. Wow, it is very rare that I save and everything freaks out. That's rough. Woof. Okay. Go back to some big broad strokes here. Because I really actually don't want this to be as see-through as the other parts. It's gonna be kind of interesting getting this membranous bit to look right. I didn't necessarily want this to be, like, a thing that she could literally do, because that seems kind of OP. But I couldn't get this image out of my head of just, like, the cowl of the habit, like, morphing into wings. You know what I mean? Taking some creative liberties here. As an illusion. Yeah, very possibly. That would be fun. Let's clean up some of these edges. These edges are just kind of all over the place. Also, if anyone gets on to me about, like, Batwing anatomy, I'm not even looking at a reference, just... don't at me. Leave me alone. I am not even looking at a reference, baby. I am doing this from my fucking head. Oh, fun. Yay, that will be actually, I'm sure, very helpful. I think we'll probably have a good time, especially if it kind of works the way that it seems like it works from what I've read and seen. We'll probably adapt to it pretty well. No reference, no problems. Exactly. Listen, if I cared about accuracy, I don't have an end to that sentence. I don't care about accuracy. I'm sorry. But also, do as I say, not as I do. Use your reference if you fucking want one. Just because I'm a heathen doesn't mean, doesn't mean everyone should have the bad habits I have. I don't want things to... I like blend. Oh, it is. It's just so dark. Take a sip. I will take a sip of my coffee. Before it gets cold. I rolled out of bed, made a cup of coffee, and started. Like... that's how these streams go. I don't know why I chose that. I feel motivated first thing in the morning. It's just like, I just want to start something. I want to start something right now. Yeah, yeah. Caffeinate. Stimulants. Do I like that? I'm imagining, like, because with the bats, they have a little, like, dew claw, but... I don't know. I almost like it more if it's kind of your stereotype. Like, Do I like it? What do I want? Do I like that? I just can't. I don't know. I think I just like the... I don't like breaking up that silhouette too much. Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. I want to also soften a bunch of this light, so you can still see a lot of that underpainting. You can still see a little too much. I want to go back and I'll, like, purposefully texturize this, but for now it's too much. And, like, what even are backgrounds? Yeah, this whole thing is gonna be kind of a mess. Ugh, okay. Let's clean some of this up. Just grab a color and start covering some of this crazy fucking... Brutus. Yeah. It's a fucking good one. I feel like I quoted it once for, like, one of my favorite song, threads. Because it has some just fucking straight fire, yo. Oh, I'm not even using the right brush anymore. There we go. I don't know when I changed brushes, but that was not what I meant to. I was like, why is this laying on so thick? Yeah. Yeah, no, she fucking nailed it. This music does kind of slap. I really, really hope, that this music doesn't get struck. It shouldn't. I mean, you've got people playing Vampire all the time. I might turn it down on my end, but if it gets too quiet, let me know. It's like just the teensiest bit loud for me. There we go. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I won't care as much if it does get, because we're just I wanted to try something new. I just needed something new. I was so tired of just whatever fucking music. The lighting also just works weird in this. Yeah, just no more, please. Just no more. No more. Just blase. What it the equivalent of modern elevator music. I don't have it in me to care for that shit. Okay, so I have to be careful here. Because I don't want to cover up all the work I've been doing, but I need... This lighting would work kind of interestingly. It almost functions as like a... I don't know. Like a big physical cone. might use this to kind of drag this back up. Because, like, parts of this wouldn't be so... Oh, I forgot that my eraser was the special brush that was using this before. Oop, oop. Okay. A little bit weird for a minute, but I'm just gonna try... Sculpt this light to look the way I want it to. Coffee, get! I think overall I just actually need to blur that whole thing out. So, let's get that Gaussian blur up. Where's my... There it is. It's all the way over there. Come back here, you. Oh my god, dragging that causes my whole... Oh my god. Man, this might be a fucking laggy stream. I do kind of like that. I'm gonna turn it off for now so I can keep doing the underpainting without having to think, having like interference. There we go. Hmm. Let's clean this up more, too. Come on. Work with me. Please. Our stuff is lagging so much. Stop. I'm sorry the painting is like fucking 5,000 pixels by whatever at 600 DPI. I'm sorry. You just have to deal with it. Actually, how big is this painting? Canvas size. Oh, it's not even that big. Why is it lagging? It's not that big. Can you even paint, bro? Oh, I'm glad you like this. I'm like, I feel like I can do something with it. Like, to me, it still feels a little bit flat, but I think I can take it somewhere. Like, I really liked the idea when I kind of sketched it out, but I think, part of my problem is I just need to get the lighting on this a bit more correct. Also, I want these shapes to match better. Have that kind of poke out. Where is she? No clue. Where's the light coming from? No clue. I know the direction, but I don't know what the source is. It is what it is. Doesn't matter. Do you care? I don't care. Who cares? And every single art mentor I ever had just, like, cringed in the distance and didn't know why. She's in Chicago. Somewhere. Oh, God. Yeah, I was struggling for, like, coffee for a while there. I was going through, like, little old bags of, like, Walmart mocha. And I was like, oh no. I mean, I will drink it because because I will. Uh, but I was not enjoying it. I already took a sip. I already took a sip. Don't make me take another one. I don't need to take another one right away. I did indulge a little bit, um, and I ordered, instead of the double caffeinated coffee from Bones Coffee Co., I got the unicorn one. So that should be interesting. Uh, like, we'll see how that goes. Let's soften that a bit. There we go. Blend that in. Ah, jeez. Last time I saved, it like froze and acted like it wanted to crash, but I'll try again. Wait. What? It's saving. Is it because I have Chrome open? I usually try not to have Chrome open while I'm doing stuff because it's so, it just eats processing like nobody's business. Ah! No! Oh god. Because it's what I'm using to play the vampire soundtrack, but I suppose I could find it on something else, but, like, I don't know what. Am I using? Okay. Some of that. The problem with Spotify is that Spotify's gonna run ads, because I don't pay for that shit. Um, it's kind of specifically why I've been avoiding Spotify thus far, otherwise I would have been using it already. Because it does have playlists on it that are, spooky. She's spooky. Um, if I fucking wanted to pay $10 a month on top of everything else I paid for, maybe, but... They do have a promo going right now that kind of had me, I was like, well, if I pay $10 while they're doing this promotion, then I get it for 3 months. But then I'm just gonna rely on it. Like, I'll just want to to stay, uh, subbed, and it's one of those things, just like, I would rather not. I'm willing to shell out for some things. This... Okay. I still see some of that black underpainting that I don't necessarily want to show through. I don't want to take off too much of that edge. Ah. I almost feel like this doesn't quite look right. Like this should come. This is still just a big, huge mess. Messy, messy. Does YouTube have an application outside of, like, does it have, like, a desktop app? Or, you know what? I don't have to be using, Chrome. I could just use, I've been thinking about this whole time. I've been like, wait, what? I could be using anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be Chrome. Chrome is just what I default to. Here, I'm gonna try a few things. So give me like 2 seconds. YouTube music. No, fuck that. Fuck that. I literally don't have to be using, I could be using anything. It doesn't matter. I could be using, like, Edge for all I care. Just anything that, likely. Like, I would not be unbelieving of that. Let me check on something real quick. Oh, okay. Just ignoring ping. That's fine. Let's go to Edge. Yeah, exactly. There's gonna be some awkward silence while I just kind of get this set up. Like, I just need music to play, uninterrupted, with no fucking ads in the middle, because we're not doing that shit. Alright. So that my shit doesn't lag. uh... a fresh new YouTube page. Amazing. Masquerade soundtrack. Let's go. Okay. We're starting from the beginning, but who cares? Okay. More and more I'm just getting very jaded with Chrome, not gonna lie. But it's where all my stuff is, you know? And it's just like, I don't want to move. It's like moving apartments. I don't want to. But I know the next apartment would technically be nicer. uh, like, I well, not even Firefox. My thing is, it's just like, if performance is my issue, then I need to prioritize performance, because that is my issue. Like, I've been on Chrome this whole time, like, I don't... They probably sell my data, it is what it is. Like, at this point, it's just kind of too little too late. Uh, like, they really do say that Microsoft Edge is now the best for, like, just pure computational performance. Which, like, sure, yeah. Whatever. I need my computer to go fast. That's all I care about. Uh... Like, if I... Honestly, I could probably open source branches of the Chromium base. Oh, I feel like we talked about this. Yeah, I would believe that. I would look into it. They don't have all the shiny features, yeah. I'm a creature of convenience, and I just can't... it's just not something I'm gonna fight too much. Like, I'm going to do whatever's the most convenient, because that's just the way my brain works. Like, if something is just too... If there's too many steps, if it's too hard, I can't maintain, interest. Like, I just get fed up too easy. At least when it's, you know, the mundane shit. There are very specific things I have patience for, and other things that I'm just like, I just want it to work. I just want it to work! I'm way zoomed out. There's also a very wide piece, which is hard to work on. If I end up liking this, I might make this my new fucking, like, Twitter header. Because it's been a while since I've had a wide enough piece to, justify it. I've had the dragons as my Twitter header for a million billion years. And I don't mind it, but it's an older painting now, and doesn't really represent my paint style at this point. Yeah. You just kind of need all of this rough, icky texture to go away. Like, it feels weird because I know that I'm actually technically going to put a lot of it back in later, but that's later. Later and done with a lot more intention. That's for future me to worry about. For now, I just need this to go away because it's distracting. It's distracting me. I want color blocks, not... It'll probably look a little bit weird for a while, but... Oh, goodness. Take a sip. Drink some coffee and try to wake up a little more. It's gonna be a... might be a long day. We'll see. I might take a nap at some point. I don't know. Get kind of this. I think we can make that fucking... Ah, now it's purple. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. That would be a 12-hour day. Would rather not. I think I will brighten this up a bit, but not too much. This is a little bit weird because of the light transitions, and I'm trying to figure out how this would work. Like, this would definitely be the brightest. It's right in the light. But then this kind of almost acts as like a filter or a veil. I need this to not be a hard edge, I think, is half of my problem. Like, this shouldn't be like a line. I think part of my problem is that this lighting is too harsh in certain areas. Like, it would be a cone, but I don't think it would be so... like... This will get kind of weird and muddy for a second, just because it's gonna blend these colors in a funky way. There we go. Like, I think it's just throwing me off that this is just like a hard shape, and it really shouldn't be. I mean, yeah, that kind of tracks for me, because, like, the obvious influence of vampire and where it comes from are probably not dissimilar to, like, the era that Life is Strange is pulling from what I understand. Kind of that same era of, of, like, grungy sound. Oh, well, it seems like my work is saving itself for me, because it has an autosave, so... Oh. Either way, this is definitely pulling from, like, a specific era of, like, 90s, like... Not... I mean, obviously this is, like, grunge that's meant to be, like, listenable in a video game. I wish I was smart enough to do that, but also it would interrupt my flow too much if it did it for me. Even the autosave on this, is a little bit too, aggressive, honestly. But I don't mind being told to do it. Oh god, that's... Can I have somewhere in between? Like, blend. Blend. I'm gonna, like, change the density of my paint. And basically... yeah, use this as a blender. Do the same for this. Right. Push and pull these together. Maybe? That's looking like something. I have this edge around stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense, but... like we're in a voice chat. I feel like I did that too, when you were streaming more often. I would, like, talk as if, you know, we were, like, in a voice chat instead of, like... We're always chatting. We're always chatting. Let me... This is a little too loud on my end. Just a little bit. Oh my gosh, so laggy today. Woof woof woof. Never not chatting. Sometimes it'd be like that. uh... I don't want this to be quite so... Like, I kind of want... I'm gonna soften that a bit. I might just actually grab my blender. I try not to blend too much using this thing, but I think it's just bothering me with that, so there we go. I think I just don't like that anymore. I might redo that. We'll see. I'm gonna get rid of it for now. What I do, I like the idea of, like, angle is that? So, like... That could be darker. Really good storyteller GM screen for Vampire. It's actually got all the info I want to know. Hey! Nice. That's always good. Man, I had a little, DM screen project I was doing for a while. It was like some binders, like, I had some, like, really sparkly, cool tape, and I, like, taped them together into, like, a big sort of, like, um, just, like, big DM screen where you could, like, prop it up and all this stuff, and I had all these pages. Oh, and then I just had to, like, leave it behind during, like, one of the various moves I made. Womp womp. It wouldn't be very hard to recreate, though. But it really is only useful if you DM. uh... It turns out if you, don't DM, then, DM screen doesn't really hold much use to you. uh... Well, and even when I was DMing, it was all online at that point, so... Uh... Wish player's screen... Yeah, honestly. Like, why does the DM get just, like, a whole, like, base to themselves? Why no helpful thing for the player? Because, I mean, honestly, it would just take so much work off of the DM, too. Like, to be able to have, like, you know, some, like, basic guides and, like, cheat sheets right in front of you and, like, even if players have less to worry about, the stuff, right. Like, it would just take less work off of, like, everyone. Take less work? Take more work off of everyone? Sentences. The language hard. Difference in requisite knowledge. Yeah. For me, honestly, just, like, so, rules books are just, they're too many words, right? Like, it's just, like, not just too many words, but too many vagaries. Like, if you're gonna tell me how something works, just explain it in the simplest, most direct possible terms. And I know that that's a challenge in and of itself. Like, that's part of, like, why, everyone just isn't selling hundreds and hundreds of their own fucking rule books, every Joe Schmo, but, like, it's just too much. It's too much, and you're saying all these things, and what I want to know so much is oral tradition. Don't, yeah. mm, just kind of like relying on people to know the traditions enough to tell you how things work. Oh god. Please. There we go. Oh, flip this. What did I just do? Why did this break? Oh, because I flipped the layer and not the... I... Hold on. Stop. I was like, why did that break everything? No, don't... Okay. Flip canvas. Come on. Flip. There we go. I flipped the whole canvas that time. What the fuck? The biggest example of that is books like Vampire the Masquerade's Storyteller's Toolkit and D&D's Dungeon Master's Guide, providing lots of tables and numbers and extra rules, but not any actual guidance or assistance for running the game as GM. It's assuming that you've been taught by your GM. Okay. Yeesh. I kind of wish that, like... I feel like I've seen this once or twice. It's not very often. Why am I lagging? Stop. I'm literally just sitting here. I've only seen this, like, once or twice, where a rulebook will have example scenarios, and I thought that was a good idea, because, I mean, the best way to fucking learn something is to see it done. Or, like, to have an understanding of how that interaction is supposed to go. I think pretty much all rulebooks also just have an organizational problem. uh... I find the organization of a lot of rulebooks just, like, just horrible. To be honest. Just absolutely, like, ridiculous. Kind of arbitrary in some ways. I feel like some books just kind of place things arbitrarily where they, yeah, especially Metro 80, yeah. It's like, if you're gonna have a section for a topic, like, include everything in that section that that topic includes. Like, don't have bits and pieces strewn about, like, ow. See? uh... As far as I'm concerned, this is my own personal little fucking bitch and moan channel. So, uh, everyone who decides to hang out, I just have to deal with it. Right, exactly. Well, no, like, if you didn't care, then, like, why would it be such an issue, right? Like, it's, you have more investment. So, so you have more complaints. Uh, man, I'm only an hour in, and I feel like I'm hitting a wall. Um, I could start just, like, really experimenting like I was before, and just, like, uh, grabbing just a really, like... I could fix the face up more, actually. The face is still a little too wonky. Let's go back. Let's fix some of this up. I hope I wasn't giving you bad vibes. I'm having fun. I'm not, like, actually mad. uh, yeah. It's good. I almost wish, like, all the, like, uh, fiction parts of that, like, I wish there was, like, an audiobook or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I wish that there was a different way to consume it. uh, just because I know who I am, and while I did read a lot of it over a lot of different little, like, sitting sessions, uh, I'm sorry, I'm not a person who, like, reads books anymore, and that's what that felt like. Books tend to give me, like, headaches anymore. uh, I feel like we've talked about this before. Um, how I can't sit with books or else they give me migraines. Um, which is such a bummer because reading used to be one of my favorite hobbies. Yeah, absolutely. Like something that teaches you like all of the fiction, but basically feels like a fucking like sick ass podcast. uh, I would be way into that. That would improve my life a lot, personally. Uh, that archive, yeah. I keep hearing things about a podcast called the Magnus Archives, and like it's been very tempting, but also I know my history with podcasts, uh, which is I sure do start them and then don't finish them. uh, they're so long. They're so long. They're so long. They're so long. I just they're so long. Mm, yeah, that's basically it. I would probably enjoy podcasts right now, to be honest, because I find myself listening to a lot of uh you like specifically listening, not watching YouTubers, but listening to YouTubers while I've been doing stuff. And it's like I could probably listen to a podcast. Uh, it's not an always thing. My attention, the Dopamine machine is picky. The dopamine creator is very finicky, and for some reason, uh, is like only intrigued by very specific things at very specific times. Only. I literally I had like zero interest. I almost had like fatigue over like hearing people talk about Bo Burnham, and then my friend said like a very specific thing about the performance, and I was like, hmm. But I would probably just want to watch it like alone when I have the energy to. Uh, I was just like everything I was hearing was just like not intriguing me until one person said a very specific thing, and I was like, maybe, mayhaps. I'm just not very fond of him. I don't know. Yeah, his newest stuff, his newest stuff. Because I've seen his older stuff. I've already seen a lot of Bo Burnham, and that's kind of what has made me realize that I don't know if I actually vibe with Bo Burnham that much. um, but I might watch the new one. But that's very dependent on just like if I'm in a watching mood to begin with. Kind of hard to watch a Netflix special if I'm always playing Final Fantasy. uh, yeah, like I wish I could remember exactly what my friend said. I can probably just pull it up. And I won't, like, name drop or anything. Because, I don't know, I'm sure this will go on the VOD, but, like... Where was it? Why? What did I miss? Suddenly our chat is full of, like, hello? Uh, great piece about the genre of manufactured earnesty through the lens of Marxist alienation theory. That was the phrase that they said that got me. I was like, I'll give it a chance. uh, I think that was the thing that I was like, because at first they were expressing a kind of like exasperation with like the over earnest like quote unquote comedic special, because Hannah Gadsby started that. Like Hannah Gadsby was one of the first to really like serve us a comedic gut punch by just straight up telling us her story and the pain of being like a queer autistic woman, and all this stuff. Like, and that wasn't really manufactured. That was just sincere earnesty. But then it started this trend of like, you know, uh, people trying to like really recapture that, and it just fell short. Um, but I like the idea of commentating on that very specific thing in and of itself. That to me, uh, sounds like a worthy watch. Uh, I'm putting on chapstick, so it probably looks like I'm smiling. Yeah, it was that meta-ness. Like I was so like especially like since his last stuff, I was so like dreading this idea of like, oh god, it's gonna be this like, you know, it's gonna be more like his past stuff, and I wanted it. I If I was going to watch it, I would want it to be different, and it sounds like it would be different. So Oh. Sometimes I do. I am a bit guilty of, like, listening to, very specific people's opinions about things, but it's just because I trust them. I trust them so much on something. And that person has very similar tastes to me. Um, and the fact that they went into it, expressing some of the feelings I had already, like, been feeling, but then, like, came around to it, was like, well, then I'll probably have a similar experience. uh, it will likely be very, very similar. I need this to, like, there's this, like, one, like, bit of shape. Is, uh, I feel bad because I feel like I have this sort of, like, accidental contrarian side where it's just like I don't know, it's easy to be a little bit cynical. Um and it's like it's something that I can acknowledge, but it's not necessarily something I can turn off. uh am I liking this? I don't know. I feel like there's just so many little messy parts that I'm just like it's like I can so weird. It's like I can either uh shut off the side of my brain that definitely notice that on occasion. I can shut off certain like parts of my brain that's just like uh you know, this thing is trash and I'm allowed to enjoy it. But I think my problem is that like if something is trying to be something serious, then I lose interest. Like if something takes itself too seriously, I kind of I get that like eye roll problem where it's just like, yeah, okay. Sure. Like I'm supposed to, like get something out of you or like you're supposed to teach me something. It is difficult to give some things the benefit of the doubt. I think it can also come from like when too many people uh regardless of like who those people are, like if they're saying they uh like if I'm just hearing like I think the flip the what flipped the switch for me hearing about the special was hearing initial criticism about it, like hearing someone else say, oh, I'm worried that I'm watching this and I'm not liking it for XYZ reason, but then like they went into it like either like either being hopeful but then being like disillusioned, or going into it as a skeptic and then coming out the other side and being like, okay, never mind. Something about that to me spoke more to me than all the people going in already knowing that they like Bo Burnham and then coming out and saying, I liked that. Because it's like, well, you already know that you like that. Hype poisoning. Yeah, exactly. Whereas, like, I just don't have that, like, unconditional love for Bo. Like, I just kind of always thought he was okay. He was just a smart lad. uh, like, I've always found him to be a good entertainer, but I don't think his work just ever spoke to me the way that it's, you know, like, that it has with other people. I think we just come from very different places. It's very funny to see people adopting exactly the model of fandom around Bo that he explicitly criticizes in his own work. Yes, exactly. Like to call yourself a Bo Burnham fan, like, I guess there's nothing like inherently wrong with it, but it is also like it's like that's exactly the kind of thing that he's not about. uh, I feel like we're lucky enough though that a certain amount of that has kind of like his later work make happy especially is a part of the reason I find artificial persona so enticing as a creator. Um I do think that we've finally sort of like overcome a lot of the like maybe it's just because all those people are getting older. There's just a time period where all, like it was teens on Tumblr falling in love with Bo Burnham because he was a smart little lad on stage. Like, but I feel like uh we like maybe some of that still exists on a very minor level, but it's like we've literally grown up. Like we are literally all just older now. If I can misdirect any parasocialism to an anime cyberwife instead of me, the person, then hell yeah, thank you, I'll take it. I definitely get that. Like I don't think I want any level of parasocialism, not even directed at like a an indirect copy of me. Like, uh, the desire to be seen, but the fear of being known. Yeah, exactly. It's like you don't even get a character. Uh, y'all just get a specific like 20% of me and my personality, and that's it. That's it. You don't get any more. Oh, that is for the VIP only. Just basically just you and Dan. And even to a certain point, just Dan. Or not Dan, just you. Jesus Christ. I'm having a stroke. Uh, uh, just Dan. I got my. I had Dan's name on my brain because I just said it, and then I just. uh. Uh. I feel like Dan would not want that. It's like, oh, okay. It's like an unwilling confidant. Uh, funny. I think, okay, part of my problem is this silhouette creates this shape, but what I really want is I want this to kind of connect more over here. And then, okay, here, I'm gonna do it. Make all of our. that, that was not the agreement. This is not what was pre-negotiated. Uh, like, hello? what? What? Did not ask for this. Silly. Yeah, okay. I did start working on my own vampire playlist. This is not my um, but I'm having a really hard time with it. I ended up actually just moving a lot of or not a lot, just like a couple of the songs that I had on Advocate's playlist over to Constance's playlist. Um, because I felt they actually just fit better. Uh, yeah, definitely. Uh, Turns out having a dark religious themes across multiple characters means you just kind of, keep using that stuff. I might extend this out. Like, I feel like I've kind of tried to localize this light to stay in, but I'm almost wondering if I should extend it out because it would capture, like, it would, um, what are the words I'm thinking of? I just think it would come out further. Like, I just think that's how the light would behave. Like, it would, scatter farther. I also need to get some stronger subsurface scattering in this. Like, I just feel like this would come out more even. This side especially, actually, because, to be honest, I didn't even pull it out as far as it could have gone. Like, would it just... whatever. Personal nightclub. uh... Take a sip. I will sip my coffee. This might be one of the last few sips. So, I am in trouble. I don't have any, like, water. I just haven't had the chance to, like, restock on the waters that I like to drink, but, oh, wait. I'll grab this color. Okay. I do think that looks a bit better. I think that makes a little more sense. But it still grabs some of that lighting. These timers shouldn't be quite so close together. I don't know why they're... I guess, they've kind of entered a cycle where they, are triggered close together. Ah, sleepy. It's been hard. I've been such a night owl lately. But I really just... I really can't afford to, stream much later than this, because I usually have lessons shortly after I'm done streaming. It's like, well, I can't push that back any further. Luckily, I don't have any lessons today. Oh, vampire planning. uh, I'm very excited. I'm excited for just Something new, something different. A cool new thing. Pretty light today. Just want to get everyone together, introduce them. Yeah. Bite some necks. Oh yeah, no, nothing too heavy. Nothing, you know, serious. Just, just the basics. This music went from being very, like, dark cyber grungy to, like, haunted house. Funny. The full range of the vampire experience. Spooky. 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 Ooky. Okay. Okay, I think I finally got this looking how I've been wanting it to. I'm gonna work on the face for a bit. So I said I was gonna do that earlier, and then I moved on to other things. The face is gonna be a little bit tricky because it's so small. Even at this, like, high resolution, it's just such a small aspect of this painting. Can't wait till it's Halloween season. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I was excited for summer, and I'm already over it. I'm completely over it. I'm tired of the heat. I'm tired of the heat, and it's now humid because we're having summertime rain, and I hate it. I hate it. Uh, the humidity. Like, honestly, I know it's like a fucking trope or whatever. People like, you know, like, but I wish it was a dry heat. Like, the humidity sucks so bad. Like, being hot and wet and muggy, fuck you. I hate it. At least it's a dry heat. Yes, at least it is. At least it is a dry heat. I would love that. I would fucking love. Just. Oh, like, are you kidding me? You don't know how good you got it. This fucking, like, Florida ass weather kills me. So if you want to feel like you're just living, you want to feel wrong. I mean, not wrong. I mean, you're. It's yes, it's fact, but like, you know. Uh, uh, listen, I don't want to be hot right now. I want to be comfortable. uh, yes, it's fun to be hot, but man, I sure would just like to be, uh, uh, you know, would would like to feel good. You know what I mean? Uh, uh, bless. It's like, yes, 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 that's all well and good. can, 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 can I, can it please stop feeling like an armpit here? It's just like hot girl shit this summer. I want to go. I really badly want to go to the roller rink. It's so far away, and I need like a roller rink budget to fuel any habit I would like to form. Uh, but I want to spend all this fucking summer in our local-ish uh like roller skating rink. That would make me happy. How would this lighting? I'm like trying to figure out how this lighting would sit on her face. Because it's a little bit funky. Um, to be honest, I think more of her face would be in shadow. Like, honestly, like... But I feel like her face would just be, like, cut down the back. Like, this should be in shadow a little more even. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Kind of a weird angle for this light. Let's try a few things. Eat some ice cream, I guess. We ran out of ice cream sandwiches, and I'm suffering. Give me the snack ice cream. Uh, ice cream as both a snack and a way to just not die. Uh, in this shitty fucking summer heat. Oh, there we go. There it is. Something like that. And then I'll kind of soften some of this. Pull some of this out a bit more. I wish I could play like Kim Petras or something on stream. The whole bottom of pyramid. Ice cream sandwiches. uh, that is just, that is my basis for, that is the glue holding my life together right now. Ice cream sandwich. Man, I've got my fan on and everything, and I'm still just warm. It's warm. I feel like this is almost a little too harsh. It's like, it's kind of receding back and then... Ah, jeez. I keep zooming out to see how it comes together. Okay, I think we're onto something. But if we're using this sort of logic, then this also needs to be more in shadow than it is. Oh, we're on a different layer. Let's merge it down at this point. I was just kind of doing that so that I wouldn't fuck anything up. But now I'm not concerned with it. Because I want these to blend. There we go. Remember to take a sip. Out of coffee. Oh, big stretch. So I'm gonna pull some of this color. I want this to have like a distinct silhouette. Yeah, we're onto something. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, and then I will be right back. Honestly, I quickly changed clothes to I needed to be less warm. So it is tank top and shorts time. 'Tis the season to sweat your balls off. La 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 la. Uh, fresh. Oh, just desperately needed to not be so sweaty and needed cooler clothes. Cooler in the temperature sense. Uh, Sometimes you just have to change from one pair of pajamas to the next pair of pajamas. Oh no. Okay. Ew, the music went all squishy. Gross. I need more density paint. There we go. Hmm. Oops. I keep creating these shadows. Go. Change gears a little bit here, because this painting is nowhere near done for me. But I think I would like to be either doing something else. Um, I do kind of want to do some other little like practices or studies because I'm just sort of like at the stage again where I'm like in the weeds with this painting. It's just a lot of refining, and I kind of want to do some like iterating rather than just refining. Yeah, wow. I do still like this image. I thought this image was fun. Uh, but I'm gonna save this. And then I'm just gonna like open up a new canvas and just kind of start drawing and seeing what comes out of it. It might be more vampire stuff, it might not. I need to switch it up. I think with certain pieces, if you spend a lot of time on it, you start getting a little bit blind. And I think that's kind of what's happening here. Like I just feel like I'm looking at it and I know it's not done. It doesn't look done to me, but I'm also just kind of struggling to see what needs work. Yeah. So we're gonna get a new canvas. I'll close the other one in a second, so I'm sure that it's not helping with this lag problem. Boop. Eat that one away. I think I also just want to practice some, like, speed painting a little bit. I've been thinking about, like, offering some, uh, like, basically, like, donation rewards for, uh, the fundraiser on Saturday, where if you donate during, my slot, I'll try and do some, like, speed paintings. And I kind of just want to get a sense of, like, oops, hold on, hold on. I would like to get a sense of, like, um, how many could I, uh, make? How many could I personally, like, uh, put out in, like, a short amount of time? Because I'm sure I'll have to, like, have slots for that, where it's, like, uh, first come, first serve, like, it just, depending on how it goes. Apparently it's much bigger than I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be a really, really small thing, uh, but it seems at least slightly bigger than what I had first imagined. Uh, so I'm gonna try and very, like, quickly, like, mm, I'm gonna get, okay, I'm gonna think of a few characters, and then I'm gonna try and see, like, how quickly can I, like, recreate their likenesses. So let me think of a few characters that I like. There's a few that I've been meaning to draw anyways, so this will just make good, like, practice. Okay. If you have any ideas, I will absolutely take them, because that's kind of the point anyways. uh, though, I do kind of want them to be characters that I can quickly look up. Either characters, like, just, like, word concepts, or just, like, things that would be relatively easy to do on the spot. Um... Oh, you know what? I know who I want to do. Uh, I know who I want to. Oh, I know a great one. This will be fun. Okay. Hmm. I might just do a bust for this one. Get us, like... kind of stick to my, personal bread and butter as far as art is concerned. Why am I lagging so much? Come on. I'm like concentrating, so I don't have much to say. uh, this is gonna be a little funky. Megara? I could do a Megara. I can make that the one I do after this one. That's a character I haven't thought about in a hot minute. Yeah, Megara would be a fun one. Megara has a very fun design, actually. Just like thinking about that now. She would be really cute. Like a really thin. How do I want this to... It's kind of a... Let's see. Okay, so I think I had kind of my instinct right there. Very high upper lid. The big angular wing. Hmm. That's interesting. I might have to kind of... It was kind of a... Up pointing... Let's see if we can... I want... Trying to, like... 2D to 3D is gonna be a whole thing. How to interpret this as a three-dimensional shape? Oops. That's the wrong brush. Well, kind of the underside, and then let's get rid of some of that. Yes! Ding ding ding! It is an Ida. Trying to... She has some interesting shapes, and I really want to try and capture how I think those shapes would function here. But... that will be very nice. Apparently some of the episodes have leaked, but I'm kind of intentionally not going and watching them. Uh, I absolutely want to, one, not, uh, support leaking, because it's just not a good thing. Um, but also, I want to be able to watch it as it comes out. Been enjoying some weekly stuff. I guess serialized doesn't always mean weekly, but you know. Timed content. It really is. Like, I've found myself lately missing like having something to look forward to. Uh, each week. Yeah, usually weekly. It's a bit of a rough Ida, but I think all things considered, not too shabby. And like I could just pick and pull at that for God knows how long. Try to perfect it, but yeah. That's not the point. The point is quick. The point is fast. Want to be quick and fast. Uh, I'm not gonna save this immediately because then it's just gonna interrupt what I'm doing. Because I'll have to like actually name this. But it will autosave. Let's see. So next we had Megara. Oh gosh, that hair. Yep. Okay. This should be fun, and she has a fun face shape. Let me try and find like a good like screenshot. There we go. That's her. There she is. Those eyes are not. Oh, whatever. Don't look at it. Me to myself. Like, don't worry about it. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be fast. Oh wait. Did you mean? Okay. Wait. You said Megara from Hades. My brain shortened that to just Megara, and I thought about the Disney, like... I was thinking about the Disney movie one. Uh... I'll be honest, I super don't remember what she looks like from, uh, Hades. Okay, yeah. Uh... Nope, my brain just completely cut off. I saw Megara and I was like, oh, from, you know, like, iconic Disney movie, Hercules. Because that was my media introduction to want to draw Meg. No, like that's the point of the request, that it's specific to what the person asked for. Um, to be honest though, her shapes are pretty simple. Uh, let me find a better image. I really just need one of her looking head on. Close enough. I'm gonna try and do it in, I mean, their shapes are not dissimilar to the way that I draw faces, so, like, I don't exactly want to just, like, copy it, but that's just the way that I would also draw her face. Uh, there's not much, like, reimagining, I think, for a face like this. Maybe get a little more. She does have, like, a pretty... well, she doesn't have one of those really, like, small, little, like, feminine chins. Like, she has, like, a real person's chin, which is kind of nice. It has, like, some squareness to it. I'm almost the one kind of feminizing it a bit. I keep forgetting. I need to, like, move my brushes around. I'll do that later. Let's see. Let's pull this in a little bit closer. I think I have a tendency to pull this eye a little too far out. There we go. Just a little bit. A bad habit, just because I don't mark the face overly much when I'm just laying some things out. Hold on. We can do a little better than that. She even kind of has like dimples and stuff from like a cheekbone. This girl has definition in her face. uh, do we see anything other than like her shoulders and her like biceps. I guess those are the parts that we care about, but... uh... Arms, yeah. Yeah, definitely not like, toned is probably just the word I would use. Like, I don't think she has, like, a ton of, like, super defined muscle mass, but she's very much toned. She actually has a pretty strong hourglass figure, to be honest. Uh, yes, they are. It was on purpose, yep. I am well aware. Uh, I've actually, listened to some interviews from the artists, talking about their design choices and the choice to, um, just very blatant about the fact that all the characters are meant to be, like, attractive, uh, and, like, the inclusion of, like, the romantic element and, like, all this other stuff. It was very cool. This one is taking me a long time because it just... Oops, 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 oops. There we go. This is just not a very exaggerated character. Uh, she's a little bit more grounded. Some very, like, minor. Some of the detail on this gets a little bit obscured, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Like, it's a circlet. What else do you need? I'm gonna grab her and move her around. I'm still playing the vampire soundtrack, so it's just doing, like, the various soundtrack types of this, like, tense moment music. uh, eh. His eyes are a little bit rough, but like, Also, I just can't figure out where I want this. How I want this to sit on the head. There we go. That's what I needed. God. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to draw like her big like uh neck and shoulder piece and whatnot. That's gonna be kind of a nightmare, but I sure can imply it. uh they're a bit quick and dirty all around, but I think this has enough of the elements that people, if they're familiar with the media, they should be able to recognize. I could probably clean some of these shapes up, but something like that. Why is my neck broken? Hello? Jeez. Uh, these models, these tracking programs. I would almost rather, like, if it's having difficulty tracking my face, I would almost rather it would just kind of go to, like, a default pose rather than just break. uh, just have me look ahead stoically if it's just having trouble, and then it'll snap back to me whenever I'm, uh, visible again. I do believe that that is our Megara. Okay, so that was about 30 minutes between the two of those. So that's kind of ideal. I'm going to... Who else? Who else? I have one up. I'm trying to do. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm on the wrong page. I just need a bigger canvas, really. Change canvas size. Go large. Big. Big canvas. It would be nice if I could get color into these things, but then we're looking at, like, over 30 minutes for each character. That would very firmly defeat the purpose. This one should be interesting because it's more of a child character. Let's tilt this in a bit more and bring the chin down. There we go. Lines. Clean this up a bit. Okay. This will be one where the expression really matters. So this is Corona from Soul Eater, though I'm sure it's hard to tell thus far. Gonna try and get some of these features in. I kind of knew this would be a difficult one, to really capture. Especially in something so stylized, and then trying to... have a lot of, like, I kind of... It's a really big shape. Hold on. That's gonna give me some trouble. I think I just need it to be closer to the face. I kind of wanted to have a more active silhouette, but yeah, that just makes a little more sense for this. A character I've meant to draw so many times, but it's just such an intimidating design. Because it's an excellent design. It's such a good design, but also what the fuck are some of this hair is a mess. Like, what the actual fuck? Really just kind of stops making sense when you pull it out of its anime roots. It's like, I'm trying not to go too far, but it's also just like, oh, come on. You kind of just only look good in your... I could just try and recreate the style. That is a thing that I could do. But, that seems like a cop-out. Make more sense if I figure out where the hair... Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. All things considered. All things considered, I'm not mad at it. It's a bit all over the place, but... Okay, Sarah. Willing to go close enough. I think part of the problem is that their hair actually has so many different elements from different angles that it also just... Like, from almost every angle they look, their, silhouette is different. And sometimes it's simplified, sometimes it's a little more complex. A cool and very complicated design for a character. A lot of complexities in this one. Yeah, they really aren't just like I think it's a huge variety. Like, uh Maka? Is her name Maka? The main character? Or like, the main girl. It's like Maka and Soul. Uh her design is pretty like basic as far as that show goes. Like, she really doesn't get too complicated. Uh but then like, what is Soul? I forget what Soul himself looks like. Soul Eater. He's not too bad, but like is definitely a step up. Maka's dad is kind of basic. Uh so yeah. Ah, Tito. Tito, I would say that you're just in time, but yeah. uh hey Tito, do you want to request a character? Uh pretty much. I would say maybe nothing that's like too ornate, but like yeah, basically. Pick your poison. um which one? Oh, why is my neck breaking? See my face. There we go. Oh no, Tito. I mean, I guess you could request things like, I don't know, just a generic character. It'd be like, draw me an angel, and then I do like an interpretation or whatever. I don't know what to do with that one though. You're gonna. I need a little more specifics. Throw me some like words or something. I'm finding options. Okay, I'll just hang out. Oh, did our soundtrack end? Probably. Video paused? Why did the video pause? Oh, it went to a whole new soundtrack. It like autoplayed. um, well, I guess we could listen to anything else. Let's listen to like um what's a good game soundtrack that would actually be like listenable? Uh give me shoot, I know for a fact that there are soundtracks I like. I'm gonna play the tiny and big. Okay, hold on. Let me and Kirby. Here, let's knock out Kirby real fast. Let's see if I can do it from memory. How about that? Like, as a challenge. Like, yep, okay. Alright, you know what? Speed paint Kirby. Hold on. We can... Oh, shoot, my brush is... No, where's... I need a hard round brush. I'm already failing. Here we go. With a knife. Tito, you can't switch it up on me, like, mid-paint. It's normal Kirby. Yeah. Oh, you get... This is what you're getting. This music feels appropriate. I feel like I'm losing my mind already. I did this on the wrong layer, but that'll be okay. Yeah. Exactly. Here. Here, this is gonna look funky for a second. I'm trying to remember how his eyes look. They're like blue? He has like blue eyes, right? Wait, I don't quite remember. Oh god, this is kind of horrifying. Hold on. Let's... I think I did this kind of backwards. Like, let me cover that up. Why is White Dragon? Why? He looks... This is a very, like, haunted Kirby. I'm so sorry to anyone who has ever loved Kirby. Aren't his eyes... Wait, I'm so confused. I'm trying to do this from memory. I should probably just look up what Kirby fucking looks like. Wait, what does Kirby look like? I thought I knew, and then I suddenly didn't know. Oh, okay. That's more than doable. I was, like, on the right track. I was like, doesn't he have, like... I think I made his eyes too wide and, like, not narrow enough. I think they also were just, like... man, whatever. Who knew that Kirby would be such a hardball? Like... I feel like I'm just making it worse. I'm making it so much worse by the second. Why is this completely thrown me off? Jeez. Here, give me my usual brush back. This is... And then just, like... Pull this in, like... Oh, you know what I'm missing? Here, this will... I was like, why is mine so soulless? You know, it turns out when they have such a specific, like, uh, appearance, there's so many ways to go wrong with it. It's, like, kind of ridiculous. Kirby. There he is. Okay. Oh my god, that took way too long because it threw me for a fucking loop. Okay. Jesus Christ. Speed painting. Done. You gave me an actual... What was the other character? There was, like, another character that you said that was, like, an actual character. Let me go back up. Is that Ilawi? Is that how you say it? Ilawi? Ilawi. Bitches. Oh. Oh. I like her. What in the world? How am I gonna draw her? Is this official art or is this fan art? That looks like fan art. Hmm. There aren't any good images of her, like, head on. Like, this downward angle is fun. Ilawi. Okay, so not Ilawi, it's Ilawi. Okay. Ilawi. Uh... This one might be a struggle. Not gonna lie, this one might be a little tough. Mostly just because it's really hard to find a high resolution... There we go. And all of the angles I'm seeing of her from, like, down. Oh god. Okay. And I don't want to just, like, recreate that image. I want to, like, try and do something interesting. Let's give me a little more room again. Just because I'm feeling cornered. More space, more room to work, please. Just fucking enormous canvas. Just gets huge. Okay. Boop. She has a really square-shaped head. Like, she really doesn't have, like, her features aren't very severe, actually. I mean, they're, like, severe in the sense of, like, she has this strong facial silhouette, but then... Hmm. It's, like, square but round. I'm like, I'm already struggling with this. Her art is amazing. but it also makes it very difficult to, like, get a sense of... This downward angle fucking sucks to try and, like, extrapolate what this lady's face looks like head on. Uh... She has a pretty defined chin. Like... round, pretty high cheekbone. The brow is surprisingly not very, like, the brow bone itself, is not very severe. The brow shape is. Like, her brow's really, like... But not the bone. Ruined King. You should be allowed to post links, by the way. That shouldn't be an issue. I don't think I've turned off... There we go. Damn. That's... Yeah, because that's a completely fucking different... Like... She does not look the same. From her art at all. That's a huge difference. Yeah, give me that. Gimme. It's gonna open up fucking Chrome. Yeah, that's... Wow, and even that... Wow, the inconsistencies are strong. That's rough. Because I would have never have extrapolated that she had those types of features. That link broke. We'll see if it still works. Probably doesn't. Nope. Wow, that's wild. Okay, so this is gonna be really hard, because even within her own stuff... I'm surprised. She has very, like... Okay. This is gonna be weird. I don't want to say that it's, like, too difficult to touch, but I'm just kind of trying to decide which ones do I want to actually be pulling from. I'm gonna try and use this, like, side angle. I think that one actually gives me the most information about her facial structure. Oh, that rules. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that says the most about, like, what her actual facial structure... Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna scrap this, because this was not a good start. This still might be a slight challenge, but I don't think it will be as tough as... Where am I? What browser am I in? It keeps opening up Chrome. Stop that. I don't want to be in Chrome. Chrome causes me lag. Here. Here, I almost want... Let me scroll down. Yeah. Ooh, but it has... They have a turnaround, which is nice. Okay, yeah. Interesting. very weird. Kind of hard to get a sense of what the fuck she's supposed to look like in canon. I guess, I mean, technically the most canon would be, like, her actual character model, but, like... Give me... I just like this interpretation best. This is just a cooler interpretation. Game model. Oh god, it's gonna open in the wrong thing. I need to just start copying. Pain. See, that's a different person! This is... Tito, I don't know how you found the most, like, frustrating character. But you have... I'm, like, genuinely, like... You can't tell me that that's the same person. That's... Alright. I'm gonna use... Same lady. Wrong. These are entirely different features. Okay, so for this one, I could see these features match the first image that I found of her the most. Which makes sense. It was the other shit that was like, what? So she does have a square head. She has a very square head. So I was right about that. Very strong jaw. She has this big... Not quite sure what the exact shape of they're almost like a little boxy. I'm curious what she's obviously meant to be. Oh, like, well, I mean, I don't know. League of Legends and their influences are pretty wide and varied, so I don't exactly know. It kind of looks like a mishmash of, like, Mayan? Kind of Mayan, Incan... If I had to guess? Like, if I had to guess that what her influences were? I love the shape of her mouth. They actually did. She has like a very like distinct sort of like downward, but then upward like. Okay. Pretty wide and strong nose as well. I don't want to, not too, like... Trying to think about this in kind of a 3D way. Noses. Noses are on. Here. I think this would actually... Again, I still don't think her brow is actually terribly severe. Like, as far as, like, this bone structure goes, it actually... is pretty simple. Oh god. My pen got away from me. There we go. I'm gonna fill... and I might actually add a little bit of shading to her, because I think that's going to tell a lot of the story in this. And she has a slight dimple. He has dark scleras. Scleras? Is that... right? Sclera? The white, yes. So... what is this shape on her cheek? It's kind of hard to... like... something like that? Something like that? Man. Yeah, kind of a toughie. Her forehead, or like her hairline actually goes further back than that. Like her hairline almost starts like back here. And then... I wish I had a view of her from the back, so I had a better understanding of how her... Okay. Okay, so it doesn't have like a... Oh, it does. It does have a hairpiece, but it kind of sits way back. So you really just wouldn't, see it. Mid-tone gray. Pull that. Man. I still don't think I did quite a good job of this one. Maybe from certain aspects, but like... Like, it's not there, but it's also just like... I feel like I'm just getting a lot of conflicting information about what the fuck her face is supposed to look like. Because in some angles, her chin looks so severe, but in other ones, it looks pretty, like, rounded and stereotypical for, like, maybe? things were like. I'm thinking her nose and mouth might need to come down very, very slightly. Can I get a good selection here? Just very slightly. Does that make me like it any better? Debatable. Dubious. Questionable. Hold on. I think her eye point. She has a very strong cat eye. Like this should really be like pointing like up. Something a bit like that. Even that feels just a little too... Ah! There we go, just like a hint of a curve there. Got food? What you eat? I'm still struggling. This... I'm still searching. Chipotle. Hello. Wow, I'm so sorry. I feel like... So, we're reaching that 3-hour mark where it looks good. I'm glad you like it. I'm definitely a little bit, off-put. It's definitely recognizable. Okay, thank God. This whole time I've been like, this doesn't look like her. But as long as it's recognizable, then that shows up last. I would say that I wish I had energy to go for a bit longer now that people are joining in. But I don't have much longer in me. I think I'm gonna finish the eye on this. And then maybe do like a really, really quick one. And that will probably be it for today. Oh, but I can show... Yeah. Like, 3 hours is kind of, like, I haven't eaten yet today. I haven't eaten yet today, so, I definitely need to do that. I really do just kind of roll out of bed and start these. So 3 hours is kind of like my sweet spot. I will! I will eat. I'll eat when I'm done. I'm not starving. I promise. I'm like the opposite of starving. It will not kill me to go for like 30 minutes longer. It is not the end of the world. Oh, I've got good momentum. Why my neck keeps breaking? Stop. Stop it. I'm not gonna worry too much about making the other fucking eye match perfectly. It's a bit. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that. You can hang out. It's Kirby. Alright, I wanna do like one more. If people have a suggestion, I will take one. Otherwise, I will be self-indulgent. Let me close some of these tabs. I have a bunch of tabs. Various characters. uh, yes! Yes, it is. That was a rough one, but I think we eventually got there. The fact that people recognize her is great. Oh, I forgot to do the other cheek. Oh, fucking whatever. uh, Tito threw me a couple of challenges, but I think we got there in the end. Um, I'm glad. I'm glad people are liking it. Hootie, oh my god. Alright. A Digimon? Alright, no, okay. Uh, do, Omega Lols for Hootie and, Hayas for a Digimon. Like, do like a quick poll. Like, one or the other. Oh god, okay. I have time for exactly one. And then I wanna, move on. uh, let's see. What is Hootie? Hootie might be too simple. Like, I have time for one, but like, uh, Hootie. Aelita. Aelita would be fun. Aelita would be a good one. I think a Digimon might, I think that might be the sweet spot. A Digimon might be a little too, depending on the Digimon, might be a little too funky. Uh, Aelita might be the sweet spot. I think Aelita just wins. I also just like her. Oh god. I... It keeps wanting to give me Alita. I don't want to... Not Alita. Aelita. Aelita from... Oh, it's spelled with an E in there. Aelita. Okay. Sure. Fine. So like... I guess either was four. Is fine. Let's do, like, this version of her. I won't be. Oh god, help, help! I won't be leaning too much into that. Like, I'll lean into it like a little bit, but not too much. We're gonna try and do. Let's see. I've had an interest in the manga for a long time, but I'm so whatever about movie adaptations, especially just like big Hollywood ones, where it's just like, did we really need this? I guess if it like introduces people to the original text, then like, sure, whatever. Uh, but I'd just rather go out of my way to go back to the original text. Okay. She's so cute. Okay. This head's looking a little like. There we go. Her ears are very like teeny tiny. I might make them just like a little bit bigger. Just need to go to meeting. Thanks for stopping by, Tito. I hope your meeting does not suck. I hope you have a good day. uh, oop, my brush. Such these features. I'll see if I can like convey them well. Just like a little. She has these little bitty brows. Just like really small. But you know what? Oops. That's. Stop. Grab that. There we go. Let me. They don't even have like the typical like big eyes. They actually have very like small eyes. But I'm wondering if I can kind of like get the best of both worlds. I like big eyes. I'm one of those people where it's just like I like big expressive eyes. a sucker for, like, this type of eyebrow. I love these, like, little, like, chunky little eyebrows. Like, aren't these just so fun? These little bitty, like... uh... Oh, here. I think that comes out a little too strong. Well, hell yeah. Then it means I'm doing... alright. Her hairline starts so far back. Like, I don't want to overdo it and have her hair, like, come down, like, here. I think that would just throw it off, but... I'm gonna ignore that. I have been ignoring it, but I'm gonna continue to ignore it. She almost has this, like, soft, fluffy hair that has, like... like, comes... oh, come on. It comes... I'll find her, like, hairline. She's almost Pixie-like. She's so cute. I almost feel like this comes up way too much. Hold on. Let me get a sense of, like, where her hairline is. Here we go. I think I found it. There we go. That's kind of what I was hoping for. We found her. Oops. Me. I think that's actually my favorite one so far. I think that likeness is actually, like, pretty decent. God, I needed it. Oh, hello, hello, hello. I needed an easy one after God just like being thrown for such a loop. Just completely lost all confidence. uh, she's like, I don't know about this one. uh, yeah, this one. I would honestly like to paint this one at some point, probably. Like, this would be a fun one. This would be a fun one to paint. Uh... I'm just gonna leave that one be. That's the last one anyways. Okay, now I'll save. Now I'll save. So I'll save these as, like, portrait studies. There's, like, speed draw studies. Oh, the lag is real. The lag is real! Come on. I believe in you. Speed draw. Okay. Speed draw. Let that save real quick. Oh, and just, like, for anyone who, is tuning in just now, earlier we were working on, let me open it back up. Or we get a little more lag while it opens back up. Come on. Well. I've just got too much going on. I've got, like, V-Draw up and this, and, okay, this is what we were working on before. As an overpaint for this experiment. Made a lot of progress, but just got stalled out on it. It's kind of a toss-up whether or not I'll work on this one on stream anymore. Kind of like with the last one. For me, the end of a painting is less interesting to stream. It gets so nitty-gritty that it's just not interesting anymore. Save that. But yeah, these were practices. So this upcoming Saturday, it'll be early. I know it's gonna be so early in the morning. It might be a struggle, to be honest. I'll have to, like, fix my sleeping schedule right beforehand, but, like, it'll be, like, 5 in the morning Pacific time, and, like, 8 in the morning here in Eastern Standard Time. But I'm going to be doing, streaming with Rainbow Raiders, fundraising for the Trevor Project, and there's no obligation because holy shit, that's so early in the morning. But if you can, that would be awesome. I would love to, you know, have folks there. It should be a pretty fun time. I'm gonna be drawing, and I want to try and do, like, donation redemptions. So people who donate during the stream can redeem requests. But I'll talk to some other streamers about, like, what they're doing and how they handle that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it should be a lot of fun. But I'm going to be done for now. So thank you all for hanging out with me today. See ya!